Welcome, everybody, to Casting for Two, the podcast with your host, Chris. I am always that guy that I just said I was. Welcome, everyone, to episode number 199. One away from the big 200, and I'm super excited because July is going to be a crazy good month. And I hope all of you strap on in because I'm excited. As always, I would like to remind you to sign up for Comic Bento. They are a monthly graphic novel bundle box that they send you every month, different themes and all that jazz. If you would like $5 off your first subscription, your first month, even just to try it out, $5 off. Use the promo code CASTING2. That's promo code CASTING and then the number 2. And I'll give you $5 off. All right, sound good? And then podcast Sunday Brunch every Sunday with the always lovely and lovable and amazing and awesome Megan Johnson of tipsywriter.com is at sundaybrunchpod.com. There, I said it all. My guests for today on episode number 199 is Michael and Tanya from the band The War and Treaty. And first of all, they have a new album coming out. It's called Down to the River. And it's not out yet. It comes out at the end of July, I believe, and you can pre-order it on their website, thewarandtreaty.com, which I would recommend you guys do because it is a phenomenal album. And we do chat about it on this show, and it's just so soulful, and it's beautiful. It's just every emotion, and I recommend you guys check it out when it comes out. But until then, listen to me chat with Michael and Tanya. So, Chris, cue the music, please. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, Chris. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Am I supposed to be on video or no?
Yeah, no video. That's fine.
Okay, no video, right?
Yeah. It's all
okay,
good.
okay.
See, this is what happens.
Okay.
I get one Skype name, and I go to that, and it's a different one. That's what always happens.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I'm not too Skype savvy.
No, you know what? It's no problem because now we're chatting.
Awesome.
How's your guys' morning going so far?
It's going great. My wife is here with me. Tanya, you can say hello.
Hi, Chris.
Hi. I'm happy to chat with you guys.
Same here.
There we go. So it's a pretty loose show where we can chat about whatever we like. One thing for sure is that when I talk to musicians, I love finding out when they got bit by the music bug.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So we can talk about that. That would be great.
Okay. So when did it happen?
Well, for me, it happened when I would say 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in an old Baptist church on a hill in Washington, D.C., and my brother, who's a singer, he was singing a song. And I watched how the people in the church responded to his performance, and I said to myself in a voice that I could still hear, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. I just have to figure out if I can sing, because I didn't know at that time if I could really sing. So, that was it for me. I knew that was based off of how he made people feel with him singing. I knew that was something I wanted to do.
Okay. How about yourself, Michael?
I would have to agree with Tanya. My mother and her sisters, they all sing. It's 5 of them, and they used to call themselves the Orr sisters. and and my uncle, which is my dad's brother, he was their musician. He would play for them.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that, I just thought it was so cool because I knew they came from 2 different sides of the family. But just to see their musical gel, I just was like, wow, this is so awesome. And that was around age 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that plain as day. And I remember watching my grandmother play on the piano as well. And I was like, man, I just want to do this. I want to sing and play the piano, and throughout the years, as rap got more popular,
Mm-hmm.
I then changed and wanted to become a rapper.
Right. Me too. Same here.
Yeah. And then I quickly changed back once I realized that, I lacked the skills to keep up.
Right.
So that's when I got bit. And then, of course, as time progressed, being able to watch the genius of the craft, like Ray Charles and Nat King Cole, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Frank Sinatra, Stevie Wonder. I knew for sure after seeing those guys and hearing their stories and listening to they lay it all on the line in their music. I knew then that, hey, this is not something I want to do. This is something I am born to do and I have to do.
Mm-hmm. And is that where a lot of the style that you guys have created came from?
It's interesting. I can say Ray Charles is a huge influence on me.
Yeah.
As a male vocalist slash pianist. But when I heard my wife sing, she's the only other female that's ever been able to move me to tears. And just the pain in her voice and the beauty of her craft. And it's almost reminiscent to a young Aretha Franklin, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that my writing style kind of caters to Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, when it comes to Tanya. So, and then Tanya has her own influences.
Yeah, I listen to everything. I listen to Mahalia Jackson, Margie Kendricks, so many, Aretha Franklin, of course, Barbara Streisand. I mean, the list goes deep, for me, even classical singers, because I, growing up had a really big voice and, listening to, now I was a big fan of New Edition, but my voice didn't quite fit. But I was singing a New Edition song, so I was like, well, I better listen to, your Jennifer Holidays and your Aretha Franklins and even Whitney Houston, who was a huge influence on me going to her first, one of my first concerts and seeing her. It's just so many great people that have paved the way before us, being able to, thank God for YouTube. We can now study them. We don't have to, try to find the film.
Right.
And we can, listen to them and watch them. So many just incredible artists that have come before us that we've kind of just taken everything that we love and put it into a big pot and made a musical gumbo.
Now, are there any I guess guilty pleasure artists that you guys like to listen to personally?
Oh yeah,
I would definitely say yeah.
Yeah.
Like you guys jam out to Air Supply sometimes?
We kind of listen to. We love Mumford and Sons.
Yeah.
We love the Lone Bellow. Some of the newer.
Well, I can tell you right now, one of my guilty pleasures was Black Sabbath.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I'm a big Tupac, and I love rap.
Yeah, I'm
Eminem.
more Evanescence.
Yeah.
You know, Lincoln Park was really one of my guilty pleasures. I used to love them, and I think one of my the other ones I would say is old timey country,
Oh
like
yeah.
Hank Williams Sr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that
Robert
is
Johnson.
like you don't get no better than Hank and Johnny Cash, of course, and
Mhm.
Charlie Pride is pretty dope.
Nice, nice. I have a huge love and appreciation for like '90s, late '80s rap, just because
Oh yeah.
I felt like there was a purpose when they were rapping, and not now it's about which gold chain do I buy.
Yeah. Which I had the pleasure of rolling around with a lot of those guys in the 90s as an
Hmm.
artist. I tell you, that was some of the fun times when, you went to parties and it was a purpose and you just had fun and something happened. I don't know what it is, but it's changed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So when you guys are doing the new album Down to the River, what was the writing process like for that?
Uh,
It was very emotional, to be
Hmm.
honest. A lot of our scope, our general scope, when it came to writing this album, was to dig deep into our roots uh, and our culture, as African Americans, but as Americans, period. And it came in a pivotal moment in our history. A lot of people are frightened and afraid that some of the old ways of thinking are not that old at all, and that sort of thing. So it put us in this deep emotional but spiritual state of mind that I was grateful for. So going down to the river and just kind of symbolizing that whole washing off the dirt, washing off the pain and that sort of thing, and having songs on there that are telling the story of our culture as a people, and this how we tend to kind of get over, and how we've made it over through all these years. And anytime that civilization has been threatened with the hatred of humanity,
Hmm.
we've somehow found a way musically to be a bridge over troubled waters. And I think that this writing process, the thing that stayed in my mind and my wife's mind was, and we're a part of that.
Hmm.
We're a part of that. We're writing to be a part of that. Like I want to be able to tell other stories. I want to be a part of someone's healing. And that's where this writing really took us to.
And I was listening to it earlier, and I love how I mean you said it was very emotional. I felt that. I felt how soulful it was. I felt just so many emotions in a bunch of the songs. I was just wondering, was there one song in particular that was harder to write?
Yes, there was actually, and it was the song of "Till the Morning,"
Hmm. Yeah.
and that was particularly hard because um, the meaning behind that song. My wife, she had this bright idea for
Hmm.
us to go and get into this river in Michigan.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Freezing temperatures.
yeah,
Yep.
and
Yep.
the climate wasn't so favorable, and I remember us getting down in the water, and I remember uh, even that being emotional for us, even testy for me and her. And it was probably about 20 degrees that day, and it was just so emotional because Ty and I, uh, as we got in the river to take this photo, we were doing it all ourselves, so
Hmm.
um, we had to set the camera and then run and jump in the river. But it went from being this artistic kind of experience to being this real time, real life scenario
Hmm.
to where I was so afraid for her. I didn't want her to get in this part of the river because it was too muddy and I don't know what lives in that mud, or I didn't want her to get, and all these variables were playing in my mind. And then all of a sudden it took my mind to a place where I wasn't even born, but I imagined a husband, trying to escape during the Underground Railroad situations, and he and his wife having to trod those rivers, those waters, and not worry about what's inside of them, not worry about if they can get bitten by alligators or something like that.
Mhm.
It would be worse for them to stay in those kind of slave conditions rather than fare whatever was in that water. And my mind just went into that moment, and I had to think about it, and I had to stop, and I was like, I gotta pause for a moment,
Mhm.
and it just got filled. I got filled. Um, that song "Till the Morning." When you think of it, you think of morning, morning,
Right.
but what we're talking about is morning, mornin,
Uh-huh.
morning. Until your morning is gone. I'm just gonna hold you until you're over whatever this is you're feeling. And I remember helping my wife get out of the river, and I just wanted to hold her,
Mhm.
tell her that we did it. And so that's what that song is about. And that was particularly hard because, of course, all those emotions come forward, and you think of how many people, whether they're black, white, Hispanic, Indian, Asian, um, have been in a situation where they've just had to hold each other until that morning had passed, until the morning was gone. And so that's where we're coming from.
Okay. Okay. Now, for you guys, I'm curious, what to you is a perfect song?
It is a perfect song.
Yeah.
Whatever song I'm able to sing with Tanya.
There we go.
That would be it. That would be it.
Want you
Nice.
to?
That would be it. It would be the song that I always tell Michael, I don't sing without you. So whatever song we sing together is the perfect song.
There you go. Well, I like that answer. I like it because obviously everyone has different opinions on it, and
Hmm.
the fact that you guys have something that you can share together is it's very special.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's unique too because we say it but we don't say it jokingly. I mean, I've heard songs that I'm not particularly fond of,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ty and I will play around in the house, and I'm like, wow, this is a cool cover, man. We could probably do this, and that sort of, it's just, she just brings a certain different kind of color into the picture, and I'm able to bring whatever I'm able to bring, and we're able to make magical moments. So, um, and we've learned that through the course of being married and through the course of having our musical career together. Uh, there's magnetic in, um, a magnetic feeling when you see us perform and hear us together. So yes, where I am, and it's real. So you know that if we're singing about love, it's coming from a real place.
Yeah. Nice. For the people at home who would like to pick up the album, where can they do that?
Well, they can go to thewarandtreaty.com, and we have a downloadable track. It's actually track number 8 from our EP. That's on the website that they can go there, and it's called Want to Get Out of Here.
Uh-huh.
They can download the song. That's on the EP. And we're on Instagram as The War and Treaty. On Twitter, it's just War and Treaty. And YouTube, it's The War and Treaty. So the only thing that's different on Twitter is War and Treaty. It's not The War and Treaty.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There we go.
But our website is kind of our hub where we have everything.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So Tanya, Michael, I love chatting with music, or talking to music about with you guys. I think you have a wonderful EP, and you guys are just wonderful musicians. And anytime you want to come back, just say the word. All right.
Thank
We
you,
sure will. And where are you located, Chris?
San
You're in
Antonio.
San Antonio.
I'm in San Antonio. Yes.
Oh, awesome. We'll be coming out that way in the fall, I believe, in September.
Okay.
So we'll make sure that Katie hooks that up and we get to meet you hopefully.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. But I feel like I should let you guys go and continue to have a good day. All right.
But thank you
too,
so
Chris.
much.
You too.
Thank you, and have a good day.
All right, you do the same.
All right. Bye bye.